Hello everybody. The aim of this video is to make the ECCE speaking test seem easy, which is what it is. Here you're going to learn how to be very successful at it and score 100%. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Please make yourself comfortable. I'd like to ask you a question before we start the activity. How do you think English is going to be useful in your life? That's an interesting question. Thank you for asking it. Well, nowadays the world has become a very small place. Everybody travels all over, and English is the main language of communication. So I'm sure that English is going to be very, very useful for me. I'm the type of person who likes traveling, so it will be useful when I go on a trip. I hope to get myself a good job in the future, and I know that from my parents as well, that English is a very important language, and if you know it to a good level, you're bound to find yourself a good job. Okay, thank you. Let's begin with the activity. The situation is this. I am your friend and I am planning a trip to an American city. I have two cities in mind, but I would like your opinion on which would be more suitable. First, look at the pictures and ask, what are the options? What are the advantages of each option? What are the disadvantages of each option? Then, when you have enough information, give me your opinion. Use the information you learn from asking questions to support your choice, and be sure to explain why you didn't choose the other option. Finally, after you have shared your opinion, I will ask some more questions about the topic. All right. I see there are some beautiful photographs here. Can you tell me what the options are, please? Of course. Option 1 is a visit to New York. Option 2 is to another city called Miami. Thank you for that. Actually, I recognized the Statue of Liberty in the first photo. Would you mind telling me what the advantages are of each option? Of course. The first option, New York, is a big city. There are plenty of museums and sights to see. There are also many shops to visit, and the culture is extremely interesting. You can try food from all over the world in New York. On the other hand, Miami is a seaside city. Here you can try lots of different types of water sports like parasailing, scuba diving, swimming, of course. There are also some beautiful natural reserves to go to, like the Everglades or the Florida Keys. Here you can try Caribbean and Latin cooking. Thanks for sharing. That all sounds very interesting, but I'm sure there are some disadvantages, aren't there? Yes, of course there are. New York being a big city is, it's possible that you could get lost there. And it's so big that you have to walk a lot. There are also some areas in the city which are rather dangerous. As for Miami, it's always crowded with tourists. It's a very expensive destination, especially during the high season. And because the distances are so great, you'll need a car to get around. I see what you mean. Both destinations have great advantages but also some disadvantages. Well, if I were you, I would go for the cityscape. I think that you could have a great time there. You look like the kind of person who enjoys going to museums. And you also mentioned that you can try food from all over the world, so that'll be great. I wouldn't choose Miami for you. I believe that as it's so expensive, why not spend your money on a city like New York? And then on holiday, you may not want to hire a car. So I think that New York is the best place for you. I hope you have a great time there, by the way. So now I have some more questions to ask you. To start off with, can you tell me what your town or city is like? Yes, of course. I live in a small town by the sea. To tell you the truth, I really love living here. One of the reasons is that I know nearly everybody. When you go outside, when you go out for a walk on your own or with friends, you're bound to bump into somebody you know. The centre is quite nice. There's a square where lots of children like to play. Older children meet. I meet my friends there sometimes, and we go around the town. We go for a walk along the front. When it's summertime, we go to the beach. The beach here is really lovely. It's a great holiday destination, actually. In the winter, it's not so busy, but it's large enough to be interesting to walk around, to go for a coffee somewhere. The restaurants are quite good here as well. It's really very nice living here, and we're not too far from the city either. It's only 60 minutes away by bus, or a bit less if you're fortunate enough to go by car. Okay, thank you. Now I have one more question for you. What makes a place an attractive destination to go to? That's a good question. I love traveling with my parents or with my friends, actually. It depends what your tastes are. For me, I don't really mind as long as it's somewhere new. Wherever it is, it's usually a place where they speak English, so that's one reason English is useful. If it's summertime, I quite like it to be a beach destination. If it's winter time, I'm happy in a city. I love exploring the museums, the monuments, the attractions, the shopping. All of these things make a destination attractive. And you know, sometimes you want to go somewhere because you know somebody. I have a friend in Germany. Even though she lives in a very small town there, I don't mind because I went to see her. So all places are attractive, really, aren't they? Yes, you're certainly right about that. Thank you very much. That is the end of your test. All the best.